So, best practices. Everybody wants to know how to do online education right. Everyone wants to learn from the experts, the people who are leading the way. As a company, MapleSoft have a lot of expertise and can help you with this. And I'll just talk through a bit of that now. So as a company, we have a large content team, and we work creating content for all sorts of different types of customers and different types of purposes. And that's really important because the content, the way you're delivering it, who you're delivering it to, all matters in how you write content. So we write content for customers in all sorts of different subjects, working with them to get the best use out of MapleTA and Mobius. We write content for textbook publishers, for demonstration publishers to show off different features in TA, to help people learn, and for the training systems. So all these different things have taught us a number of different things about content. And so what have we learned? And as Michael's just said very aptly, digital is different. One of the first things you need to understand is what can you do with these platforms that's different to what you did before on paper. If you don't do that, you're going to take the old design and impose that on the new system, and you're going to miss a lot of the power. So thinking about how digital is different. Put the concept first. Remember that with these new digital ways of doing things, it gives you all these tools and features, but don't get confused that the tools and features are the important thing. The important point is the concept you're trying to get across. And using that technology to get that point across is what we're trying to do. And then thirdly on this list, we have accessibility. It's a big, big issue, accessibility. I mean, remember that around 10% of your students have learning difficulties of one sort or another. The obvious ones may be partially sighted, not being able to see, audio problems, but also things like dyslexia, ADHD, inability to concentrate. These are all problems your students are facing, and they all know they've got these issues going on. So if you design your content for these students, you actually end up designing it for everybody. Making content accessible, easy to flow through, with learning design thought about, actually benefits everyone. So the ideas there are things like, don't put too much information on a page, use white space effectively, allow students to take information in slowly, make it engaging for them. Okay, so I'm going to focus on a couple of very specific things, just as sort of things to take away with you, that we have learnt using these systems. So one, MapleTA and Mobius support a parent and child structure. This is very important for things like version control. You write a question, you put it in a parent class, and you inherit all your children from that, or your child classes. That means if I find a problem with a question, everyone gets the fix. That's a really optimal way to behave. So do that. The other thing is use the power of Maple. So Maple has an engine there which can generate questions for you. You can get many questions for the price of one. It helps with things like cheating, with practice, and it really is a powerful feature. I will warn you though, do things slowly. Take your time. Get used to how using MapleTA first of all. Get used to managing students in the system. Get used to checking the grade book, all those basic things, and then add things on as you go. Don't try and do too much too quickly. But be aware that MapleTA and Mobius allow you to get very far in the end. And finally, I want to say that it's a team effort. We want to help you build content. We have a help team. They're actually called the Customer Success Team. They're called that for a reason, because we want to work with you with this product. We know that if you work with us, you will get great results. And that's one place you should really go for help. The second place to go for help is the MapleTA community and the Mobius community. These are, okay, the last one's spelt wrong, so ignore that one. We'll just go back to MapleTA community. So these are places where you can get help from other academics, other people using the systems. I can look around the room and I can see lots of people who I know are in the community asking questions, answering questions. So please go on there and use that as a resource to learn from the experts. Okay, so that's all I want to say today. It's a great journey. We all know how to get from, there's lots of people in the room who know how to get from where they were to great results. Talk to us, go on the community, engage with us.